Folks in Jasper will soon be able to learn more about the future of the city's swimming pool. More on that. Plus, Carrie Schneider is back with our friends at the Dubois County Humane Society, and Brent Jarbo and Gerald Vonderheide talk about the Jasper chapter of the St. Vincent de Paul Society tonight on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. Jasper residents will soon have the chance to find out more about proposals for potential new swimming facilities in the city. The Jasper Park Board is set to hold a public presentation next Tuesday, June 10th for ideas about any new facilities. The process is being led by St. Louis-based Councilman Hunsaker. That firm is also set to do the presentation. Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz says any new modern facility will have to stand out.
We have certainly a greater confluence of private pools in Jasper. We have the continued growth of the water park, both at Holiday World, the indoor one, Big Splash at French Lick. That impacts our labor. We may be with schools having somewhat of a shorter season. We know the pools generally are never, while they produce revenue, are never basically built to pay themselves back. It is really a park and recreation consideration.
Seitz says the success of a splash pad that is currently being used at Central Green is also factoring into considerations for any new facility. Now, at a public meeting held back in March, Councilman Hunsaker presented 4 other aquatic projects that they have done as examples of what can be done. These ranged from the Saginaw Family Aquatic Center with a 7,100 square foot recreational pool to the springs at Tiffany Hills Park in Kansas City, Missouri. That park had 2 pools in all, and each one was more than 12,000 square feet. All of the parks shown included features like water slides and splash pads. Other concerns raised by citizens at the meeting included added lanes for competitive swimming and freeing up space for multiple swimming-related activities. Once again, the public is invited to the presentation at the Jasper Park Board's regular meeting coming up on June 10th. That meeting starts at 4:30 p.m. with the presentation to be done following that meeting. In other news this evening, Radius Indiana's Defense and National Security Advisory Council has announced its new strategic plan. The plan includes the council's mission, goals, and the division of key responsibilities. Westgate at Crane Technology Park Executive Director Don Schulte is serving as the chairman for the council. The council is comprised of 3 former technical directors of NSWC Crane. Others serving on the council include Dwayne Embry from the Indiana Department of Defense Development and Steve Godey with the Southern Indiana Defense Alliance. Radius Indiana CEO Becky Skillman says attracting jobs to the area is the driving force behind the new plan.
One hope for the future would be to commercialize the technologies that are patented at Crane and use that as a way to support entrepreneurship, more small businesses, ultimately creating more jobs in our area.
Skillman says the I-69 corridor is a big attraction for businesses looking to relocate as the area around the highway is currently wide open for development. Now, there are 5 main objectives in the council's strategic plan. These are developing and supporting networks to promote and strengthen the state's defense industry, expanding and attracting opportunities within the defense and national security industries, promotion and support of innovation through commercializing defense research and dual-use products, promoting and supporting asset capacity and land use studies, and leveraging council support networks to further Radius Indiana's mission. Radius Indiana was founded back in 2009. The regional partnership represents Crawford, Davies, Dubois, Greene, Lawrence, Martin, Orange, and Washington counties here in southwestern Indiana. The partnership also serves as a primary point of contact in the state for the Naval Surface Warfare Center Crane Division. The Dubois County Veterans Council has announced plans for its annual U.S. flag disposal ceremony. This year's ceremony is set for next Friday, June 13th at the County 4-H Fairgrounds. That ceremony will get underway at 7 p.m. and the public is invited to bring their worn-out flags to the ceremony to be properly disposed of. All worn U.S. flags will be accepted for disposal. The ceremony will feature all veterans organizations from across the area. The national anthem and various other patriotic songs will be performed during the ceremony. The Pledge of Allegiance will be recited, and the event will also feature a ceremony in memory of POWs and MIAs. A 21-gun salute is set to follow. New flags will be available for purchase during the ceremony this year. Bleachers will be available for those in attendance, though folks are also being encouraged to bring their own lawn chairs to this event. For questions or more information, you can call DCVC President Dan Beck at 639-8813. Finally this evening, Springs Valley Bank and Trust Company has announced a number of promotions within the organization. Sandy Himmerlein, who currently works in the trust office, has been promoted to Vice President. Also, Greg Modice, Commercial Leader and Retail Lending Team Leader, is now Assistant Vice President, and Lisa Messmer has been named Assistant Vice President in addition to her Retail Lender role. Himmerlein, who is a Jasper resident, joined Springs Valley back in June of 2012 as a trust officer. She served 11 years as the attorney for the city of Jasper prior to joining Springs Valley. She earned her bachelor's degree in political science at Indiana University and also holds a doctorate of jurisprudence from IU. Modice, who is also a Jasper resident, joined Springs Valley last year. He moved into the Commercial Lender and Retail Lending Team Leader position back in February of this year. Modice served as a financial center manager with Fifth Third Bank prior to his time at Springs Valley. He was honored with the Fifth Third President's Award in both 2010 and 2011. He earned his bachelor's degree in accounting at the University of Indianapolis. And finally, Messmer hails from Huntingburg. She began her tenure at Springs Valley in March of 2004, moving into the loan division in 2007. She then moved into her current retail lending position in 2010. Messmer attended Vincennes University Jasper campus. All right, coming up after the break, Carrie is back with our friends at the Du Bois County Humane Society, plus your local forecast, sports with Kurt Guxell, and Inform with Brent Jarbo and Gerald Vonderheide. That's all up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.